Good evening. Over the years, Tennessee police departments have gotten thousands of guns and other weapons of war from the federal government, all for free.
Yeah, in fact, Tennessee gets more military surplus equipment than any other state in the country.
But now the U.S. Department of Defense has restricted Tennessee's access to the program. Investigative reporter Ben Hull has followed this program for years and says this is the first time the state has been suspended.
This 60-day suspension is because one sheriff's department didn't properly report a lost gun. We just happened to visit that department back in 2014.
We actually reconfigured the whole armory to accommodate all of this.
McMinn County Sheriff Joe Guy was happy to show us all the guns his rural East Tennessee department received through the military surplus program.
The M14s, the 1911s, and the M16s are.
The department received more military surplus guns than any department in the state the year before.
They're individually labeled.
Sheriff Guy's department got 161 Army rifles and pistols, including 71 M16 assault rifles, even though it only had 31 officers at the time.
They're here as our department grows. We'll have additional firearms for future officers.
But now the Department of Defense has ruled the entire state non-compliant and suspended all Tennessee agencies from getting surplus weapons because McMinn County lost one of its guns, then failed to report it until the day before a federal audit.
The fact that they didn't do it until the night before makes a good case that they weren't treating this very seriously.
David Roberson is with the Tennessee Department of General Services, which oversees the military surplus program in Tennessee. State law enforcement agencies have received more than $138 million worth of military equipment since the program started in the mid-90s. They've gotten things like mine-resistant vehicles, night vision goggles, helicopters, and more than 4,000 guns.
You don't want weapons to go missing or unaccounted for.
But our investigation found it's not just McMinn County that has lost guns. The state has suspended 5 departments in the last 2 years. The Bartlett Police Department outside Memphis lost an M16 semi-automatic rifle after someone broke into an officer's SUV and stole it. The Pleasant View Police Department in Cheatham County lost a Remington .45 caliber pistol. Police Chief Chad Wheeler said he took it to the firing range, and that is the last time he recalls seeing it. But nothing tops the Norris Police Department in East Tennessee. It reported a .45 caliber pistol stolen. Its own investigation found the department failed to control its inventory of military surplus items. The department admitted the pistols were issued for recreational use and served no law enforcement purpose. A former chief said they issued them to officers to plink and play with.
They shouldn't be using military surplus firearms for recreational use.
Robertson says what's different about Norris, Pleasant View, and Bartlett is they reported their missing weapons immediately. The Department of Defense investigators were upset McMinn County did not. They said some Tennessee departments were completing their annual inventories without physically reviewing the items.
You should take the list and look at it and say, yes, 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 and go down the list and put your eyes on every one of them. Apparently that wasn't being done here.
Yeah, no, those are the hatchbacks.
When we visited McMinn County, officers were on a Department of Defense website looking for more surplus military equipment.
It looks good. I mean, the picture.
1,400 miles.
Oh, it's just a 2-seater.
But for at least the next 2 months, no department in Tennessee can get restricted surplus equipment like guns or helicopters. As for McMinn County, the state has completely suspended the department for at least the next 90 days. The federal government is promising to do another audit in the next couple of months. Pleasant View sent a statement about the lost pistol. It said policies have been changed and disciplinary action was taken with the chief of police to make sure this does not happen again. You can read their full statement on our website.